everyone, my name is Nicole Delgadillo and welcome to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a little while, but there's something that's been on my heart and I just wanted to come on here and make a video about it. And that is that what you focus on expands. And if you know me, you know that I'm a person that really believes that whatever it is that you want for yourself, you can achieve through hard work, through discipline, consistency, and most importantly, your faith. Recently, I have been reading a book called Ninja Selling, and there's a chapter that speaks about what you focus on expands. And I really wanted to dive into that today. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope that this video resonates with you in some way and that you're able to take something from it and apply it to your life. All right, let's get right into it. So we're gonna pretend that you and I are sitting in a vehicle together and we're driving by, right? And you and I are two different people, meaning that we have two different things that we like and want in our lives, right? So you have your own dream car and I have my own dream car that we both want. So whenever you see your dream car passing by, right, you are going to notice that car and I'm not, but you are. And vice versa. When I notice my dream car on the street, I'm going to notice it. And you might even not even have a clue that I just saw it. Because what you focus on expands. There's a part of your brain called the RAS, and you get to create your own program and organize that with the things that you like, that you love, that you hate, that you fear. All of these things come together and get organized in your RAS. Whenever it is that you are focusing on negative things, like say, oh man, like I'm in so much debt, and you're just so concerned about debt all of the time, then since you're focusing on your debt, it's only going to expand. Your debt is only gonna get bigger. Why? Because you're focusing on that and you're focusing on it in a negative way, but your brain can't like divide negative from positive. It's just what it is. And it's also the same way with what's real and what's not real. But that is a whole nother thing to dive into later. When you're focused on something like that, like your debt, it's only going to expand. When you're saying, oh man, I'm gaining so much weight, you're only gonna gain more weight because your approach is very negative and your brain doesn't know it. So it's just programming your life to expand in that manner. So now say that you're more in like a positive mindset and you're more abundant about things. You're gonna say, instead of saying I have so much debt, you're gonna say, man, I have so much work coming my way. I have so much money coming my way that the debt doesn't even matter. And what that's gonna do is make your wealth expand, make your bank account expand. You know, same thing when, you know, oh, I'm seeing a little progress at the gym, you know, like this is great. I feel great. I'm healthy. You're only going to continue to get healthier. You're only going to continue to get more in shape and more of a positive mindset by doing these things because you're telling yourself so much that your RAS is expanding that, and the way that it expands it is because you start believing it and you start acting like a person who truly is getting their money up or their positive mindset up, like whatever it may be. Your brain is expanding that and you are focusing on that, and what that is doing is making you greater and making you get closer to what it is that you want in your life. It's very important to be careful on how you speak, what you speak into your life, you speak into existence, and just the people that you are surrounded with, what their beliefs are, how they act, their energies. It's very intimate, and that is something that people don't realize, but everything that you focus on will expand. And sometimes it expands without you even noticing. So you have to be extremely self-aware in order for you to say, hey, like, I'm being negative. Like, I'm really focusing on this and it's only getting worse. You know, like when you only focus on the bad in your life, unfortunately, it's only going to get worse, you know, and nothing is ever going to happen with you just sitting there and trying to manifest things without actually going out there and putting in the real work, you know, because sometimes it really is about that. It's about who you are in those moments, you know, and what you do with that. And if you're actually humble enough to be self-aware enough of what's going on and if you actually have the discipline to change it. But the positive thing about it is that it's very flexible. Once you are aware of it and you start slowly like speaking positivity into your life and focusing on what you're grateful for, on the blessings that you have in your life, and you start thanking God for everything, you know, your life is just going to completely change. But it all starts with you. It starts with that little voice inside of your head. It starts with how much you are on top of it, you know, how self-aware you are, how much you study yourself, you know, because the quality of your life is going to be the quality of the things that you focus on. I truly believe that whatever it is that you focus on in your life, whatever it is that you want, you are 110% capable of achieving it if you give it your all. I want to ask you guys to do one thing for me. I want you guys to truly think about what it is that you want in your life. Like truly being intentional about it, because I know I mentioned it early in this video how your brain doesn't know what's real and what's not real. So I want you to focus on the life that it is that you want, the person that it is that you want to be. What does it look like? What do your days look like? What does your bank account look like? What do you look like? Think about that and write it down. You know, wake up in the morning and repeat it to yourself. Slowly, you are going to become that person. I'm just going to give you guys a quick example. Say you wanted to make $10,000 a month, right? So every single day, you're going to wake up and you're going to say, I make $10,000 a month. I am so grateful that I make $10,000 a month. I love making $10,000 a month and being able to help my family, help the people around me. I make $10,000 a month. And I promise you that every single day, your brain is going to believe that more and more, to the point where little by little, you are going to become a person who makes $10,000 a month. Because one morning you're gonna get up and you're gonna reach over for your alarm and you're not gonna press snooze, because you're gonna be like, no, I make $10,000 a month. And a person who makes $10,000 a month does not press snooze, because that's the person that you created. Be very intentional with what you want in your life, and don't let it go to waste, because you might think, oh yeah, it's just a night, you know, that I'm just gonna slack off. It's just one meal. It's just one this or one that, but it's not, because the little things are gonna make the big picture, and the little habits that you have are gonna set you up for the person that you are going to become. Be very intentional about what you do, and whatever it is that you want in your life, you are more than capable to achieve it through consistency, discipline, and most importantly, the strength of God right by your side. Like, I will never not believe that you are not capable of achieving something, because you are capable of achieving anything. I mean, the world is yours, and you are just so infinitely blessed. And I think that once you have that shift in your brain, and once you start to really notice it and focus on all of the things that are just passing you by and you don't even notice, your life is going to change. And all of those great things are going to expand. Your positive mindset's going to expand. Your abundance is going to expand, because you're choosing to focus on these things. You're choosing to focus on what you're grateful for, what you already have, and you're thankful for it, and you're happy about it. You know, instead of focusing on every single little thing that you don't have or the bad stuff that happens, focus on the good. Focus on the things that God blesses you with every single day, because our God is a good God, and he cares about you, and he loves you, and he wants you to win. I feel like that's something that more people need to realize, is that God is not against you, okay? God is on your side. God wants you to win. You know, these negative energies trying to pull you down, trying to get you to focus on all the bad stuff in your life, the only thing it's going to cause is stress, and is you being in a shitty mindset all the time and being negative and depressed. And that is what the enemy wants, and that is exactly why you cannot do this. You are so blessed to even just be sitting here watching this video right now. You know, God has blessed us all in our own ways. I think that it's a very powerful thing to be able to be in a very low and still know that God is with you and know that you are blessed. I think that once you start realizing what you're focusing on and being more careful about that, you are going to learn so much. And I am just so excited for you to be able to differentiate what is positive and what's negative and the harm that it's doing to you. Because just like those negative things will impact you in a negative way, focusing on what you're grateful for is going to put you in such a state of gratitude, and it's going to help you live your life in such a better way, with such a better approach and perspective about everything, that you're going to become a person that is very hard to kind of knock down. So I am very excited for you guys, and I really hope that this video was able to help you in some way, that you're able to take some things and apply them into your own life, because I am not an expert on this. Like, I am still learning, I am still growing, I am right there with you guys, but I'm definitely trying to learn more, and I definitely want to share it with you guys. And if I can be of any help, of any service, I want to be able to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I really pray that this video was able to help you guys, and that you were able to take something from it, and that you continue to prosper in your life, and that God continues to bless you. So with that said, have a lovely rest of your day.